Yeah, I'm with a group called Eels on Wheels, and we're based out of Austin, Texas. And it's a group that trains and brings people with disabilities of all different kinds of disabilities scuba diving. We take a trip once a summer, and probably our favorite spot is to come down here and stay at the Divvy in Bonaire.
First thing, how did you find Bonaire?
Actually, this was the first place we traveled to when the guys that started the group probably 30 years ago, and they started it, and this was about 25 years ago. This was the first place that they chose because of just the ease and the accessibility of the diving. The resort down here is very accessible for people in wheelchairs, and it just worked out to be a perfect place for us to come.
You know, Bonaire's a nice place. The people are nice. The resort's in a great place. My guys can get to town. But the real thing here in Bonaire is the diving for these guys. So what happens is we're able to get on and off the boats easy. We can go underwater. One of the best things we're able to do is we can leave all the wheelchairs on the dock. So when we get under the water, these guys get weightless. They get the neutral buoyancy. They get to have a bit of freedom during their dive that's easy to experience, and they can be by themselves with not much help. So they get to be independent and stand up tall and gain some of that independence back with the diving.
Oh, you know, we had a couple first-timers this time, and they love it. You know, it's I think for anybody would love Bonaire, but for somebody with a disability like myself to be underwater and to have gravity eliminated and be able to swim where we want to swim, it's pretty awesome and pretty special. And so we try to just let people know that scuba diving is a sport that anybody can be a part of.
I'm a certified scuba diver, and I am considered a dive buddy for Melissa. And Melissa is blind. Do you want to talk about that? Not really.
Other than I've been blind from birth, I only see light and dark and not enough of anything else to really see where I'm going down there. So Sarah does a lot of showing me what's there and keeping me from running into the stuff I shouldn't run into.
Yeah. So basically what I do is I keep one hand on Melissa and most of the time keep her other hand in my hand. And I kind of direct her around, and she wears latex gloves, so when she's underwater, she can kind of feel stuff without hurting anything, and she gets a sense of what it's like to scuba dive.
What's the sense, Melissa?
It's sort of like weightlessness. It's like being, it feels like there's no gravity per se, because you have to help yourself to get up and get down into the water. So that's sort of what it feels like.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Some of the best diving I've ever done. Absolutely.
It's wonderful because there's very little current, if any. Sometimes one day we had a little bit of waves, but it wasn't bad at all. It was nice to learn how to dive in it because there was no current.